Dave Franco Alison Brie's body horror film, Together, Ending, explained. Imagine a film that takes the chilling premise of body horror and uses it to explore the complexities of long-term relationships. If that sounds like your kind of cinematic experience, and Michael Shanks' directorial debut, Together, starring Dave Franco and Alison Brie, might just be the movie you've been waiting for this summer. The film dives deep into the unsettling dynamics of codependency, using visceral and physical manifestations to bring these fears to life. But here's where it gets controversial. The film's ending is as grotesque as it is thought-provoking, leaving audiences with a lot to ponder. Let's dive into the twisted conclusion of this buzzy body horror dramedy. Together follows Tim and Millie, played by real-life couple Dave Franco and Alison Brie, as they navigate the challenges of a decade-long relationship. The couple moves from the city to a remote country town, where Millie has secured a teaching job. Their tensions escalate after an unexpected overnight stay in a mysterious underground cavern, where their bodies begin to fuse together in a horrifying and uncontrollable manner. This supernatural twist serves as a metaphor for the toxic dynamics that can plague long-term relationships. The film, which sold to Neon for a staggering $17 million after its Sundance debut, has faced a copyright lawsuit over allegations of idea theft. Director Michael Shanks has vehemently denied these claims, describing them as devastating and entirely untrue. Despite the controversy, Together has garnered high praise from critics and boasts a near-perfect approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes. The movie hit theaters on July 30th and is expected to bring in upwards of $11 million during its 5-day opening run. However, your interpretation of Together's third-act twists will likely depend on how straightforward you prefer your horror films to be. Let's break down the film's ending in detail. More show, less tell. As Tim and Millie's need to be in each other's presence becomes all-consuming, their bodies start to literally fuse together. Desperate to slow down the process, they turn to muscle relaxers and even resort to using a buzzsaw to separate their merged arms. This gruesome act allows them to split up temporarily. Millie heads to the neighboring home of her fellow teacher Jamie, played by Damon Harriman, to retrieve the car keys she accidentally left there. Meanwhile, Tim returns to the otherworldly cave where their ordeal began. At Jamie's house, Millie discovers an old home video showing two people who resemble Jamie participating in an occult wedding ritual. The ritual involves both individuals slicing open their wrists and pressing them together. Combined with Jamie's subsequent creepy behavior and his suggestion that Millie and Tim should accept their fate, it becomes clear that Jamie was once two individuals who willingly underwent the same process and ultimately melded into one. Millie manages to escape, but not before Jamie violently slices her arm open. Back in the cavern, Tim discovers the couple who went missing in the forest before they moved to the area. They are still stuck underground in a grotesquely merged mutant form, showcasing the horrific alternative Jamie was referencing. The film doesn't delve deeply into the origins of the cult or the supernatural water that sets the transformation in motion, but this show-don't-tell approach keeps the movie from getting bogged down in its own lore. Once Millie and Tim both make it back home, Tim is prepared to sacrifice himself to stop the transformation and allow Millie to live on without him. But after he professes his abiding love to her, Millie reveals her wound and makes it clear she's ready to accept her own death right before she falls unconscious from blood loss. Spice up your life. When Millie wakes up inside the house, she realizes Tim has allowed their arms to fuse together in order to keep her alive. They decide to let the transformation take its course and become whole, as Jamie described it. The two then embrace and give into their corporeal union as the Spice Girls' Two Become One soundtracks their metamorphosis. That weekend, when Millie's parents arrive at the house for a visit, an androgynous-looking amalgamation of Tim and Millie, whom we'll refer to as Tilly, answers the door. This signifies the change is complete. We also see that a bell, a symbol of the cult, is now hanging at Tilly's door, seemingly hinting they have accepted the cult's belief system and may be planning on converting Millie's parents next. As for the subtext of the movie, Shanks has said the story is based, in many ways, on his ongoing relationship with his partner of 16 years. These characters have been together for over 10 years, and Dave and Allison have been in their relationship for over 10 years, he told Slant. They're playing this abstraction of the relationship that my partner and I have, but in this heightened, crazy, and much less kind way. You feel it with them, as they have a history, and they bring that emotional authenticity and history onto the screen. Considering Shanks has referred to the ending as a romantic and loving resolution, it seems safe to assume the filmmaker intended the movie to be more of a love story than a cautionary tale. But in an interview with Variety, Brie also had a warning for those in a relationship who plan to see together. I think if couples leave our movie and end up breaking up, it wasn't meant to be. And this is the part most people miss. The film's ending leaves room for interpretation. Is it a romantic resolution or a chilling warning about the dangers of codependency? The answer might depend on your perspective. What do you think? Is the ending a testament to the power of love or a cautionary tale about the perils of codependency? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.